I know two gaffers, both made $150K last year. One is currently panicking about the rent, the other just booked a month off to travel. Even though they have the same income, they have completely different lives. And the reason has nothing to do with how much money they made. It's what they did with it in the first 72 hours after every paycheck. I call it the decision deadline. If you don't split your money within 72 hours of hitting your account, your brain automatically recategorizes it as spending money. Once that happens, the discipline is gone. You've already lost. I'm Rob Perkins. In nearly 25 years of producing and hiring thousands of crew, I'm here to help you turn sporadic checks into long-term security. Today, I'm showing you the exact formula that keeps you financially stable between projects. By the end of this video, you'll know what to do the moment a check hits your account. The real problem, why crew go broke between projects. Here's the pattern I see over and over. You work a killer month. Maybe you pull 8, 10, even 15K on a big project. That money hits your account and for 48 hours, you feel rich. You finally breathe. Then reality kicks in. Rent's due, credit card bill from last month, when work was slow. Maybe you need some new gear, and maybe because you don't have a system, you just start spending. Not wildly, just normally. Groceries, gas, dinner out, because you've been eating on plastic tables and folding chairs on set for 3 weeks straight. Fast forward 60 days, work slows down, you check your account and realize you've got $1,200 left, and nothing is booked for next month. Here's why traditional budgeting doesn't work for us. Those systems assume you get the same paycheck every 2 weeks. They tell you to spend a certain percentage on rent and save the rest. But when you make 8K one month and 0 the next, that math just does not work. The real mistake isn't overspending. It's treating big checks like windfalls instead of resources that need to last. You see that 10K deposit and your brain says, finally, I can relax. But wealthy crew sees that same deposit differently. They don't see 10K, they see their paycheck for the next 3 months. What separates crew who build wealth from crew who stay broke is one thing. They pay themselves like employees, not freelancers, employees. When you work a staff job, your paycheck shows up every 2 weeks, same amount. It's predictable. Taxes come out first, then insurance, then retirement. What hits your account is actually what you get to spend. Wealthy crew do the same thing. They split every check the moment it arrives. They don't decide later. They don't wait to see what bills are coming. They split it immediately, and suddenly the feast or famine cycle stops controlling them. Here's the system that changes everything. The Paycheck Formula. Every check you get, you split it up. Same percentages every time. No decisions, no stress, just math. This isn't a budget. Budgets require discipline and tracking in spreadsheets. This is a split. You do it once when the money hits, then you're done. Your future tax account, tax holding 30% minimum. This is the first money that comes out, not negotiable. The IRS doesn't care that you had a slow season. They don't care how many 1099s you have. They want their cut, and they want it on time. The moment a check hits, 30% of your 1099 income goes straight to a separate account, a high-yield savings at a different bank, somewhere where you can't accidentally touch it. You never see it as spending money. It's already gone. Of course, if you were getting paid via a payroll company, then you are only getting your take-home pay and you don't have to worry about this. Quick reset. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember this. Tax money isn't your money. It belongs to the IRS. You're just holding it for them. Think of it like any other bill. You wouldn't ignore your electric bill or your rent or your car payment, right? Don't ignore this. Here's the payoff. April rolls around. There's a constant mumbling on set with crew members panicking about how they're never going to be able to cover their tax bill. But you log into your tax account, see the full amount sitting there, and you just pay it. Done. No stress, no scrambling, no payment plans. Now that you've taken 30% off for taxes, you're dealing with a new amount. This is your take-home pay. From here on, we'll base the conversation on 100% of this. Next is your peace of mind fund. That's 10 to 20% of your take-home pay. Take 20% to build up 3 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account. When you hit that, you can drop down to 10% until you hit 6 months. I'll tell you what to do with that other 10% in a minute. Stay with me, it's where true wealth is made. This is the account that changes everything. This covers your base expenses when work dries up. Not your lifestyle, not your fun money, your bare minimum. Rent, utilities, groceries, phone bill, car payment. Work out your survival number. How much do you need to keep the lights on? Maybe that's about $3,000 a month. Your goal is to build this account to cover 3 to 6 months of that number. So if your bare minimum is $3,000 a month, you're aiming for $9,000 to $18,000 sitting in that account. Once you hit that number, you stop contributing. Just keep it there, growing. This account stays full. It's your safety net, your peace of mind. Here's what matters. This account isn't just rent money, it's power. You know that producer who always lowballs you, the one who calls last minute, expects you to work 16-hour days for half your rate, and treats crew like they're disposable? Your phone rings and you see their name, and instead of that familiar pit in your stomach that says, "I need this gig, I can't afford to say no," you feel nothing. You answer the phone and politely decline. Let them know that you appreciate the call, but you'd prefer not to work for that rate, but you hope to hear from them again. That's what this account buys you, not just rent money, power. Lastly, your investments. 10 to 20%. 10% while you're building your peace of mind fund, then graduate to 20% into investments once you hit your 6-month goal. This isn't retirement savings, this is you buying back your time. Every dollar you put in here is buying a future day where you don't have to stand on a freezing set at 5 a.m. Right now, your body is your income. You trade physical labor for money, but at the same point, your knees are going and your back hurts, and this account makes work optional. Every check, at least 10% goes here, no exceptions. Even if it's $50. Most crew put this into an IRA. This takes 10 minutes to open. Inside that Roth, you invest in an index funds. An S&P 500 is a standard. Over the long term, it averages about 10%, 7 or 8% when you consider inflation. Quick disclaimer here, I'm not a financial advisor. This is educational content based on my 25 years as a freelancer. Do your own research. This 10% is what separates crew who can walk away when they want from crew who have to keep grinding until their body gives out. How to set this up? In 30 minutes. Step 1, open your accounts. Tax holding goes into a high yield savings account at a different bank than your checking. You want it earning interest while it sits there waiting for you in April. And you want it far enough away that you can't rate it on impulse. Your peace of mind fund goes into another high yield savings account. Same type of bank, separate from your tax money so that you can track it easily. Wealth building goes into a Roth IRA. Open one through Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab. Takes about 10 minutes. Fund it, then invest into an S&P 500 index fund inside the account. Your essentials money stays in your main checking account. That's the money you see every day. That's what you spend from. Step 2, calculate your baseline. Pull up last year's income. Add up every 1099 check. That's your starting point. Take that number, multiply times 0.3. That's roughly what you'll owe in taxes. Divide that by 12, and that's your monthly tax target. Example, you made 80 grand last year. Times 30%, that's 24,000 in taxes, divided by 12 is 2K per month. Same logic for your peace of mind fund. Your bare minimum monthly expenses are 3K. You want 6 months saved, that's 18K in total. At 20% of your income, figure out how many months it'll take you to hit that target. If you're new and don't have last year's numbers, estimate conservatively. Assume you'll work 60% of the year, not 100%. Better to overestimate your savings rate and be pleasantly surprised than to underestimate and come up short. After 3 months, you'll have real data. Adjust as you go. Step number 3, automate the split the day you deposit. The day a check hits your account, you immediately transfer the money. Not tomorrow, not when you have time, that day. Set a calendar reminder. Check deposited, run the split. Use your bank's transfer tools. It might take 2 minutes. The first time you do this is going to feel weird. You just got paid $8K and you're watching most of it disappear into other accounts. You're left behind with a few grand and your brain is screaming that you're broke. You're not broke. You just allocated your resources like a wealthy person instead of spending them like a broke person. I know a second AC who started the system 2 years ago. She was skeptical. She thought she couldn't afford to lose so much every check, but she committed. 1 year later, she had $12K in her peace of mind fund and another $4K in her Roth. She told me it was the first time in her career she wasn't stressed between projects. That's what this system does. It removes the panic. Once this is automated, you're on a path to true wealth. But 3 specific traps can still destroy this system. Mistake number 1, rating your tax account because you'll replace it with the next check. Work slows down, rent's due, you look at your accounts and see $6K sitting in your tax holding account. Your brain says, I'll just borrow $2K. I'll put it back when the next check comes. But the next check doesn't come for 6 weeks, and when it does, you need that money for other things. You tell yourself, oh, you'll catch up on the check after that. Except, you never do. Fast forward to April, you owe the IRS $9K and you've got $3K saved. Now you're on a payment plan, paying interest on money you already spent months ago. The solution, treat that tax money like it's already gone. It's not your money. It belongs to the government. You're just holding it for them. The moment you start seeing it as available funds, you're in big trouble. Mistake number 2, not adjusting during slow periods. You hit month 3 with no work. Your peace of mind fund has 10 grand in it. You're stressing about rent. This is exactly what the account is for. Tap it. Don't feel guilty. That's the system working. The mistake isn't using the fund. The mistake is not replenishing it when work picks back up. When you book your next gig, you go back to the split. That 20% builds what you used. Some crew feel like using their safety net means they failed. That's backwards thinking. You built the net so that you could use it. It's not a trophy, it's a tool, it's peace of mind. Mistake number 3, skipping the wealth building account until things stabilize. Crew tell themselves, once I get more consistent work, I'll start investing. Once I pay off this debt, I'll start investing. Here's the problem. Things never stabilize in freelance. There's always another expense, always a slow season, always a reason to wait. Even $50 a month compounds over 10 years. If you invest $50 monthly at 10% average returns, that's over $10,000 in a decade. If you wait 5 years to start, you lose over half that growth. The cost of waiting is massive, not because of the money you didn't contribute, because of the compound interest you missed. Let's look at the actual cost. If you start at 25 with $200 a month, you're a millionaire at retirement. If you wait until 35, you have to contribute $500 a month just to catch up. You're literally paying $300 a month procrastination tax for the rest of your life. The mindset shift is this. You're not broke between projects, you're living on your system. Your system already accounted for the gaps. That's what the peace of mind fund is for. You're not surviving, you're executing a plan. You're not guessing anymore. You're not panicking when the phone stops ringing. You have a system that runs whether you're on set or not. Now that your paycheck is handled, let's talk about getting more work. Click here and the next 58 seconds could be the most important of your day. Stay focused, stress less, build wealth. That's a wrap.